Imagine waking up in total darkness. You cannot sit up, you cannot stand. The air feels heavy, and every movement is restricted. Then a terrifying realization hits you. You are buried underground. This is the true story of Barbara Mackle, a 20-year-old college student who survived one of the most frightening kidnappings ever recorded. In December 1968, Barbara was staying at a motel in Georgia with her mother. She had been sick and was recovering before returning to school. Late one night, someone knocked on their door. A man claimed to be a police officer and said there had been an emergency. The moment the door opened, the situation turned into a nightmare. The man and an accomplice forced their way inside. Barbara's mother was restrained, and Barbara was abducted at gunpoint. She was taken on a long drive into a remote area. What awaited her was even worse than she imagined. The kidnappers had built a wooden box designed to hold a person. It contained water, food, a blanket, and a battery-powered fan. Barbara was placed inside. The lid was closed above her. Then the kidnappers buried the box beneath the ground. Suddenly, Barbara found herself trapped under layers of dirt with no escape. Above ground, the kidnappers demanded a ransom of $500,000, an enormous amount at the time. While authorities and family members worked desperately to secure her release, Barbara faced a battle for survival. The space inside the box was cramped and uncomfortable. The air was warm. Every sound reminded her that she was sealed beneath the earth. She had no way of knowing whether rescuers were close or whether anyone would ever find her. To stay calm, Barbara prayed, counted time, and fought panic. But one danger worried her most. The small fan supplying fresh air depended entirely on batteries. If it stopped working, her chances of survival would drop dramatically. Hour after hour passed. Then a full day. Then another. Barbara remained underground, alone with her thoughts and fears. Meanwhile, investigators launched a massive search. The kidnappers collected the ransom and disappeared. For a while, it seemed they might escape justice. Then, detectives uncovered evidence that led them toward a suspect. Following new clues, authorities narrowed their search to a remote wooded location. Time was running out. After more than 80 hours underground, search teams began digging. As rescuers worked through the soil, they heard faint sounds coming from below. They dug faster. Finally, they reached the box. When the lid was opened, Barbara was alive. Weak, exhausted, and terrified, she emerged into daylight after more than 3 days buried underground. The story shocked the nation. Many people could not believe someone could survive such an ordeal. The kidnappers were eventually captured and convicted. More than 50 years later, Barbara Mackle's survival remains an extraordinary example of courage and endurance. Buried alive.